this beautiful blue makeup look. I haven't seen it yet. Hopefully it turned out good. I'm
like,
a
I don't
little
even know.
scared.
Okay, let's do this. So today I am doing a blue smoky eye on my cousin Jonna. She actually travels with me from pageant to pageant doing hair and makeup, and we have so much fun together, and I just thought it would be really fun to put her on camera just because normally she's behind the scenes. So I started by putting some eye drops in her eyes because they were a little red, and now I'm going in with the Milk Makeup cooling water under her eyes just to soothe them a little bit because she was having a little bit of irritation and I just wanted to cool it down. Then whenever it's anything that goes directly onto the skin, I like whoever I'm doing the makeup on to pat it into their own skin just for sanitary reasons. And then I'm going in with the Farsali Unicorn Tears Elixir. This stuff is so great. Have you guys seen it on Instagram? People always do like the crying face when they put this on, but it's just a really great priming elixir that cools the skin and moisturizes and just brings a lot of life back to the skin. And then I'm taking my Makeup Forever Step 1 Smoothing Primer, and again having her pat it into her skin all over, really working it into the skin. And then I always have people put on this Agave lip mask by Bite Beauty just because we're going to be putting some foundation over the lips. Powder is going to get into them, and it's just really good to bring nourishment before all of that goes on top. And then I'm going to go through the brows pretty quickly just because I don't think they're very exciting to watch, but basically I'm just brushing them up before I fill them in. And I am using the Anastasia of Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in soft brown, and I'm using brush number 7. And then I am highlighting around the brows using a MAC Compact Concealer. I can't remember the name of it, but it's the one that comes in the pot. And I'm using a MAC concealer brush just to highlight the brows and clean up. Then I'm going in with this RCMA foundation in the color Shinto 2. Yes, it's much darker than her, but we wanted to tan her up. We didn't really have any other foundation. And when I do eyes like this, I just think it looks so good with a nice tan skin, and just trust me, by the time we're done, it looks better. I absolutely love this foundation because you can really control how much you put on. It's super buildable and super creamy, so it doesn't look cakey, and it just looks super natural and beautiful by the time it's all blended in. Next, I'm going in with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and I'm mixing 2 colors. I'm taking first light and just dabbing that around because it's super light, and then I'm drawing the upside down triangles and the lines on the forehead, down the nose, and chin with the color medium. These two together make the perfect combination. You actually can get the color light medium, but it's always sold out. But yeah, I'm just highlighting her face to give a little bit of dimension, and then I am taking a damp beauty blender that I get pretty wet, and I'm just tapping out this color. I don't like to swipe ever except for right then when I go over the eyelid, just because I don't like it to be too thick on the eyelid because it creases easier. But yeah, I just tap around so that I don't move any of the foundation that's underneath the concealer. And then I'm taking my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, and with that same damp beauty blender, I am baking under the eyes. So I'm just packing that translucent color super heavy under the eyes for fallout. And I also like to go down the nose because when it's all done and I've highlighted the face and contoured it, the nose looks really good with a little extra powder. And then I'm just taking that translucent setting powder again and setting the rest of the face and the eyelids. Now for the main event, I am taking the Kat Von D Metal Palette. It is so pretty. It caught my eye immediately, and I'm just so excited to try it, especially on Jonna because she has beautiful blue eyes. So first I'm going in with the color Fringe with a Sigma E40 brush, and I am just blending that out into the crease, going from the outer corner to the inner corner, and then blending it up towards the brow. Next, I'm taking this Morphe blending brush, and I don't know the name because it's rubbed off, but it is amazing. It's just a little bit smaller than the E40, and I'm taking the color Suede. Then I'm taking the color Velour, which is a beautiful cobalt blue, and I'm taking the brush E55 by Sigma to really pack that in. This color, it's so pretty, but it's kind of hard to work with. The more I tried to pack it on, the more I would swipe the color away. So it's like I would get the color where I wanted to, and then I would try to add a little bit more, and the color would like disappear. So it was kind of hard to work with, but still super pretty. Just get ready to take your time and be gentle, and you really don't want to swipe. Basically all I did was pat it on. Then I'm taking the color Ignite with the same Sigma E55 brush, and I'm going right over that velour color. And I'm just packing this on. This went on top of it really well. I didn't feel like the blue moved too much, and it just made a really beautiful color. Like, look at this, you guys. I absolutely love the way this combination turned out. So I'm just packing it all over that blue. I don't want any of the cobalt to stick out on its own. So I'm just making sure that everything's even and covered, and making sure to remain underneath the crease, because if we go too far above the crease, it's going to look sloppy. Once I got the amount of blue I wanted, I'm going in with the color Suede once again with the Sigma E25 brush. This time it's a little bit smaller, and I'm very, very lightly blending out that blue into the crease and just making it so it's not such a harsh line. This was kind of a rough process because I didn't want to swipe too hard, but just take your time and you'll get there. Next, I'm going in with the color Stone, and I'm using a Morphe M503 brush. And I'm packing this mostly into the outer corner, and then I'm taking a sharp edge to sharpen it a little bit, just because this color had a lot of fallout and I didn't want it flicking to the side of the eyes. I wanted it to stay just in that outer corner and not get anywhere else. So as you can see, I'm using that sharp edge to really help me create an intense outer V. And look at that, it is very sharp, but don't worry, at the very end I go back and I fix it a little bit. But I'm just packing this color on, just taking a little by little to make sure it doesn't get too chalky. Next, I'm highlighting the brow bone with the color Glitz using a Boomy packing brush. Then using that same brush, I'm going back in with the color Ignite, just because when I was blending it all out, I feel like I kind of lost the color a little bit and I just wanted to add it back in. And because I really wanted to highlight the inner corner, it's a very glamorous look, I went in with the color Tinsel with that same Boomy brush just to really brighten it up. Then I am just wiping away all of that bake, and in between each swipe, I am rubbing it against my hand just to make sure I'm not taking any of that product that we're swiping off and then blending it into her skin. Then I'm taking, any mascara will work. I'm using the mascara Better Than Sex by Too Faced. It's a really great mascara and it's really quick. And I just want to coat my eyelashes before I go in with falsies, and I'm also curling them because Jonna has pretty long lashes, but they are a little straight. And then I'm just doing that on the exact same eye. The reason we coat the lashes first is because if there is some of that blue that trailed down onto them and then we put the falsies on top, you'll see the blue on top of the black of the eyelashes and you'll be able to tell they're fake. But it's a pretty intense look, so you'll be able to tell it's fake anyway, but that's okay. Then I'm just applying some lashes. These are the style 747 long by the Creme Shop eyelashes. The Creme Shop eyelashes? I'm not really sure. My mom orders them online. That's all I really know. But yeah, I'm just getting these in the center of the lid and then pulling over the outer corner and then the inner corner. And then I really wanted this to be an intense look, so I'm actually stacking lashes. And on top of these, I used wispy lashes by the same brand, and I love the way this looks. Then going back in with the color Stone and a Sigma E15 brush, I am just lining the lower lash line. I really like to do this. It just looks really intense, and I'm going from inner to outer corner. The heavier you go and the further in you go on that inner corner is the more intense the look is going to be. So I'm just making sure I get really close to that lash line because I'm not going to go back and blend it out. I want it to stay kind of harsh. Then I am using a black Lancome eyeliner pencil to line her upper and lower waterline, just to make sure that you can't see any skin. This really intensifies the look and just makes her eyes look even more blue and poppin' and everything we want from this look. Then once that glue has dried, I'm going back in with that Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara and blending her falsies with her real lashes. Then I'm just setting her face again with any big fluffy brush will do, just using that translucent setting powder to make sure she is completely matte. Then I'm going in with the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Bronzer. This is my favorite contour shade ever. And I'm applying this with the brush MAC 168. I think the color or the number is a little bit smudged off, but I'm pretty sure it's the MAC 168. But if you just ask for their contour brush, this is the one that they'll grab. And I'm just applying that to her cheeks and then blending it up and outward on her hairline and then going on her jawline and then touching the nose a little bit too to get that contour nice and bright. And I just really like the way this looks on her. Really bronzes up the skin, and with the intense eyes, I feel like you kind of need a little something on the face. And then I'm just taking some mascara and touching it on her lower lash line so it's not completely bare. Then going in with the MAC 129 brush, I am applying the blush Songbird by Becca Cosmetics to her cheeks just to really brighten everything up. This is their mineral blush and it is so nice and creamy, but you do have to be careful how much you apply because it is intense. Then I am taking Mary Louminizer by the Balm to highlight her cheeks, her nose, and the top of her lip. This really brought some life into her skin and it was so, so beautiful. Oh, and I used a Morphe M501 brush to apply it. Then I am taking the Amore Matte Lip Creme in the color Ode to Adore by Milani. These liquid lipsticks are so good, you guys. You have to get it, and they're at the drugstore, so it doesn't get much better. Then to add just a little bit of gloss, I am topping it with White Russian by Buxom Beauty. And then, like I said earlier, I'm just touching up that outer corner to really clean it up using a MAC concealer brush, and that completes this look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, please like this video, comment if you want, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye, guys!
Yeah, they're like,
All right.